Four major drug companies reached a last-minute settlement today, avoiding the first federal trial in the opioid epidemic. The companies are McKesson, Cardinal Health, AmerisourceBergen, and Teva Pharmaceutical. They reached a settlement totaling $260 million with two counties in Ohio. They're the first of nearly 3,000 plaintiffs across the country that are suing Big Pharma over drugs that have killed hundreds of thousands of Americans. Tonight, Dean Reynolds reports on the forgotten toll of the crisis, the growing number of children in foster care.
Delaney, you go get the cones.
When we met Suzanne Valley 2 years ago, she was busy fostering 5 children, all from drug-ridden homes. 4 of them, her own brother's kids.
I know he loves them. You know, it's hard to explain that kind of love, because if you really, really loved your children, you would do everything in your power to get off of the drugs.
Today, she has a 6th child in her and her husband's care, all due to opioid abuse.
Is that getting worse?
I think it is. I do feel terrible for the people that are drug addicted. It just breaks my heart. I just wish they would stop. But what breaks my heart more is seeing all the kids without their parents and all that baggage that's going to hurt them as they get older. And what are they going to be when they're adults?
It's kind of hard right now.
Kids like Jack. When we met him 2 years ago, he was living at this children's home in Ohio. Now 16, he's still there.
My life wouldn't be the same if I didn't live here. I'd probably end up just like my parents.
His mother and father, both addicts, have had their parental rights terminated.
My mom, my dad, that's me when I was little.
Today, his brother and sister are also in foster care.
Have you basically given up on ever living with your parents again?
Yeah, I mean, I can't. I've thought about it. I love my parents to death, but I'm doing a lot better than I would have ever been doing if I still was with my parents. That's how I look at it as.
That's a rough thing to say, you know?
Yeah.
These are just a couple of stories. There are millions more about the pain the painkillers have caused. From drug makers to doctors, consider this. 2 years ago, there were 76 kids in foster care here. Today, there are 127. Dean Reynolds, CBS News, West Union, Ohio.
Part of the cost of this epidemic.